Don't want to mislead, this is all you need. Be your everything, yeah, I'll be your everything. Still too soon to feel, please just say it's real. More than just a thrill, not just in it for the thrill. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons, babe, let me tell.
Hey guys, it's Lydia here, and today we're going to be doing Astrid's hairstyles from all 3 movies. And so I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive in.
I'm in it for the love.
So for her braid in the movie, you're going to start with a side part. Now I'm going to be doing a standard Dutch braid because it's very similar to the braid she wears, but a lot easier. However, if you really want to get the exact same braid that she has, I will leave a video in the link in the description that another YouTuber did that I thought was very interesting. However, I couldn't figure out how to do the braid, so I figured for this video I'll just do a standard Dutch braid because it's a lot easier and it's very similar to what she does. Once you've done your side part, you're going to let out just a little bit of fringe. If you have a lot of bangs, you can let those out because she has, you know, her bangs in the front. However, I don't really have really short bangs, so I'm just going to let out a little bit of fringe to kind of get the same look. Also going to be letting out some pieces around my ears. So then in the back, you're going to pull back about half of your hair. And then just split it into 3, and we're going to do the Dutch braid. So just braid under the middle section and then start incorporating hair as you go. So then once you've done the Dutch braid, then just braid all the way down normally. And just secure it at the end with an elastic. And I'm going to be doing a brown elastic because she had leather cord wrapped around the end and I don't have any, so I thought a brown elastic was kind of an easy substitute for that. Then all I'm going to do is just pull the braid apart slightly because her braid is super thick, and even though my hair is pretty thick, it's not as thick as hers, so I'm just going to pull it apart to match the volume of her braid. So then the final step, you're going to need a headband that looks like Astrid's. I'm just going to take it under the bangs that are in the very front and then go over everything else and just put it in place. And that is it for this hairstyle. I think it's super easy to pull together, but it definitely captures Astrid's look super well. So now I'm going to show you a headband that's kind of like Astrid's. So you're first going to start out with a thin belt and just cut off the holes and the buckle. And then it's time to paint. I'm just taking this kind of caramely brown and just painting it all over the belt to make the color of Astrid's headband. Now if you had a belt that was already this color, you could just skip this step, but my belt was gray, so I needed to do this. And then once the brown paint was dry, I just took some gray paint on a Q-tip and made little dots on the headband. And then once you fit it to the size of your head, just glue it in place with a hot glue gun. And there you go. Next hairstyle, you're going to start out by letting some bangs fall around your hairline. If you don't have any bangs, I guess you could skip this step, but it definitely does help the overall look. And you want to make sure to have a side part, by the way. Then you're going to grab a section right on top of your part, and then I'm going to clip everything else out of the way for now. So then you're going to put on the headband now because we're going to be doing the braid over it. So then let out those bangs again. So this braid is pretty easy. It's a 3-strand braid, but it has a few knots in it. So all you're going to do is split it into 3 and begin braiding over just like you would in a regular braid. But every 3 or 4 stitches, you're gonna make a knot. So how you're gonna do this is you're just gonna loop one of the sections and tie it through. Then tie the knot and continue braiding. On the the other side, once you've gone a few stitches, just loop it around, tie a knot, and continue braiding. It's really easy once you get the hang of it, so just keep going and make sure to do it pretty often in the braid. Once you get near the bottom, just secure it with a bobby pin. And then so let down the hair that you had in the ponytail and let out some pieces on the side that the braid is not going to be on. And then pull everything else over to that side, including the braid you just did. And we're basically going to do the same thing. So you're going to split your hair into 3, begin braiding over, and then randomly just do a knot with the hair. It might be a little bit harder with this braid, but just keep going at it until you get to the bottom of your hair. This also might be a little bit easier if you have thin hair. And then I'm just going to tie my hair off like I did before with a brown elastic, and then just pull at the braid to make it a little bit bigger. The final step for this braid is I'm just going to bobby pin the little braid down to my head because it was kind of sticking up, but that is it. Hair in the third movie, you're going to start with a side part and then let out a bunch of bangs around your face. So then you're going to go from kind of like your ears back, leaving just a little bit of hair down, and we're going to do a regular braid with this. So then you're just going to split this hair into 3 and do a regular braid all the way down. Secure it at the end with an elastic. Then like before, I'm going to slightly pull it apart. So then with the bangs that are kind of inside my temples, I'm going to feed the headband through those and over, and then just kind of let them lay down like they were before. And then I'm just going to loosely curl all the pieces around my face. That's it. Okay, so for this final hairstyle, you're going to start by going from your temples back and picking up all that hair. And then we're just going to clip this on top of our heads. And then you're just going to grab your headband and place it on top. And the reason we're doing this is because in all the others, the headband was kind of sitting on top of everything, but in this one, it's not. In the back, you can't see it, so I'm going to do this first. And then just let down that hair, and we can continue on with the hairstyle. So then you're going to make a middle part with your hair. So once you made that center part, you're just going to split your hair in half, and we're going to braid 1/2 at a time. So before I braid this side, I'm going to let out a few pieces, and then just grab a section right at the front, split it into 3, and then I'm going to do a French braid back. Just braid a few inches normally and temporarily secure your place, and then just pull the braid apart. And then just repeat this on the other side. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bring both braids to the back, and then split all the hair into 3 and just do a regular braid all the way down. And just secure it at the end with an elastic. I'm legit gently pull apart the regular braid just to make it a little bit bigger like hers was. So then for the finishing touches, you can still see the headband in the back for mine, so I'm just going to pin some hair over it. And then I'm just going to curl these pieces around my face because hers were slightly curled. That is it for this hairstyle. Like, I have always loved Astrid. For a while when I was like 11, I was kind of obsessed with the movie. So now that I'm like in the hairstyle, it's just like so exciting and fun, and I love this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. Like, Astrid and the How to Train Your Dragon series is like my favorite thing ever. So it was so much fun to film this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and tell me in the comments below. Also tell me which one of these hairstyles was your favorite and what video would you like to see next. And if you want more content like this, please subscribe below because I post hair tutorials every Monday and fashion videos on Friday. And be sure to share this with a friend who loves How to Train Your Dragon as much as I do. Alright guys, bye. My 11-year-old self is squealing. This is so fun! I've always wanted to be Astrid, so now that I am, it's really cool. I will film for you. Okay, don't talk. I'm gonna do a 3-strand braid, okay? Stop it! That doesn't actually stop it, so. Your hair's greasy. Well, a Viking's hair is always greasy. You know that Astrid's last name is Astrid Hofferson? Bet you didn't know that. I'm so excited. I don't even know why. I just looks so much like Astrid. I'm on top of the world.